Gorilla Monsoon here at ringside with my colleague Jesse the Body Ventura.
That's right, Gorilla. I'm pumped up. I'm here to call it like it is, as Jesse the Body always does.
A tremendous happening right here. You won't find any better action anywhere. Unbelievable.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gorilla, I'm pumped up. I'm happy to be a part of it. It's great to be back with you.
It's my pleasure to be here with you and part of this happening. Unbelievable.
Here we go. Time for talk is ended.
Absolutely.
They're ready. They've trained hard. What a matchup this is going to be, Gorilla Monsoon.
Unbelievable ovation as they're hanging off the rafters. Just take a look at the fantastic spillover crowd here for this extravaganza. The World Wrestling Federation outdoing itself and presenting this unbelievable part of wrestling. Oh, I'm so excited, Jess. You can feel the electricity in the air here. You can grab a hold of it, touch it, cut it.
That's right. It's everything I expected it to be, Gino Monsoon.
Well, you said that right, Jesse. This is just an international affair. We're just deluged here by cameramen and newspaper reporters from all over the entire world wanting to cover this event. Boy, it's a happening.
This is going to be a classic matchup. You're going to see some tremendous moves in this bout.
Speed, agility, knowledge, it's all in there. All the ingredients necessary for a great match. This will separate the men from the boys right here.
Well, Gorilla, you can feel the tension right now. This is what it's all come down to.
You can cut it with a knife. You can feel the electricity in the air.
You're going to see some fine wrestling here.
Absolutely. Take a look at the charisma. Take a look at the power pack.
Oh, definitely. They're both in great shape. Great shape. I got to do my normal. Say hi to my 4 biggest fans in Minneapolis. Terry, Tyrell, James, Jeremiah.
What
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I never heard you say hello to anybody else before. And you're a long way from home, Jim.
Halfway across the country. Prince is watching at my house. He's a big fan, you know.
I understood just that your dog was named Prince.
No.
Someone misinformed me.
You're all full of misinformation, Monsoon. We may see some rule breaking here. You like to believe all scientific, but you'll see greed come out.
I'll be surprised, Jess. I'll be surprised. Both men of extremely high character. Tremendous respect for each other.
I can feel the volcano getting ready to erupt. You think so? Oh, I can feel it, the tension.
You're great, Jess.
How come you don't believe everything I tell you?
Because sometimes you're a fountain of misinformation.
Never. I'm the man who tells it like it is.
Must have had some steam on your lenses.
You're worse than Watergate.
Just point in time. Yeah,
How you gonna win if you ain't aggressive? You enter something, you go after it. What is this?
He's also a sportsman, Jess.
A sportsman. Sportsmen are only involved in duck hunting and pheasant hunting.
Not an easy hold to count. He certainly can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Right. Oh yeah, that's smart wrestling. You know, if you can get your body in the way of that referee,
Call it dirty wrestling.
Dirty wrestling, smart wrestling, it's winning wrestling. Now don't you dare tell me you never thought nobody. I remember you and Jack Dempsey back in 26. Always remember, it ain't how you play the game, it's whether you win or lose.
That's not exactly what I heard your mother was, Jess. I remember you saying many times you had a shirt made that said, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
That's true, too.
No, I thought that was yours.
That's true, too.
You resemble that.
But like I said, you know, all spare and love and war.
Chad going out for this capacity crowd, USA. Like 2 wild bulls.
This is a straight grudge match right here. These 2 guys just do not like each other.
No love lost here.
This is going to be a classic confrontation here. You got two veteran wrestlers.
These two guys also, Jess, are the type of guys who, if necessary, could wrestle for an hour and a half.
Definitely. I'm telling you, these are like two Big Mac trucks colliding head-on.
Irresistible force feeding the immovable object. Both of these guys will be pulling out all the stops. You can bet on that one. Can you imagine, Jess, what's going through the minds of these two individuals?
How would you like to be that little referee having to try to contain these two guys?
Well, that's where you use the count, Jess. You don't try to physically step between these guys or you get squashed like a grape.
I like to take my time, too. It's a psych-out thing, Gorilla Monsoon. It's a psych-out. You get your opponent, you get him upset. Just those little added edges can mean the difference between victory or defeat.
Very, very important part of professional wrestling, psychology, and no one knows it any better than my colleague. Very well put, Jesse.
Well, it's important the pace of a match. Some guys like a slower pace, other guys like a faster pace. And if you can get your opponent to wrestle at the pace you want to go at, that's to your advantage at all times. You know that as well as I do.
My cue was never play another man's game, Jess.
That's right.
You know, make him play your game if at all possible. Don't play his, and if you can't get either one, then just wing it.
That's right.
Seesaw battle going on here, Jess.
Definitely a good matchup.
Professional wrestling is the tide turns, so to speak. If you don't have a basic wrestling knowledge, you can forget about it.
That's right. Unless possibly you're an awesome individual like a King Kong.
Well, I understand that he also has a younger son that you got.
That makes him doubly, man.
It's like having dynamite with a short fuse.
Apparently some damage done to that
tore a hamstring in there, Jeff.
hamstring muscle or whatever, sure.
It happens all the time, plenty of injuries.
That's what I talked about. I thought it was a stupid move.
Well, I disagreed with you then, and I disagree with you now.
Well, then look, apparently he's injured himself.
It happens all the time, Jesse. It goes with the territory. I understand somebody's in jeopardy of losing their yacht, Jesse. Is that correct? Who? One of your billionaire friends. I don't know.
Not Marv.
Oh, no. I didn't say it. Did I? Oh. I know you like to rub elbows with those guys, Jess.
No. They like to rub elbows with me.
Find out all the Hollywood gossip.
Sure. I was on the plane the other day with Farrah Fawcett.
Where?
Couldn't keep her away from me. Had to call the stewardesses for help.
Can you substantiate that?
Certainly. Ryan O'Neal saw the whole thing.
I doubt it.
Had a chance to see Mr. Perfect's father, Larry the Axe, hitting. Still got a 24-inch neck. He said he had to lose 20 pounds. I said, get your neck down to 18, you'll lose it.
Oh, one of the big fans, Jess, of the WWF.
Yep, Sugar Ray Leonard. I guess you'd call him the undisputed middleweight champ now, right? I'd dispute it, though, because I think Marvin Hagler won.
Wow, you have enough undisputed things to claim, Jess. Bob Uecker was here last year. What a guy.
Well, I won't talk so good about Bob Uecker. To me, he ain't such a great guy.
How about Vanna White then?
Well, I keep hush on Vanna.
Oh, Bobby, welcome.
Hey, this is it, man. This is the first time I ever had an option renewed. Second year for me, Gorilla.
Glad to have you back.
Well, I guess it's okay. You know, like they said, they renewed your contract. Like you said, you never got that in baseball. You were 1 year with each team there.
Hey, all right.
Come on.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Good to be back with you. And you.
I'm going to have trouble, I can tell here, sitting between the Uke and the Bob.
One.
I don't think Vanna White has to worry about getting chased around by these
Three.
She's having a good time with Ludi, Mr. Baseball, I'm sure. Oh, she's definitely here.
Main reason for being here.
That's your main reason for
Yeah,
being here.
yeah.
Vanna White?
Yeah, I'm supposed to meet her here someplace.
Well, do you have any idea that she's in love with me?
I saw something about that in some tabloid. No, that's not her.
It was, in fact, the National Examiner.
Is that where it was?
Yes.
She wouldn't come here unless she got a date from me. I was very upset about that. Jack Tunney never asked me.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're aware, Duke, that the body is going to be behind the broadcast booth as well for baseball.
Yes, I know that. I heard all about it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Uke, you'll never see nothing like this in baseball, will you?
This looks like the final day of cutdown day in spring training to me. Boy, Dr. Frank Joe would have a picnic at this thing.
Hey, Euchre, you know something?
Yeah, what?
With your lifetime batting average of 200, that means with every swing you can only hit one guy out of 5.
The only thing, if I ever had a good year, it would mess me all up now, you know? Woo! That's why I never wanted to be an MVP, just for reasons like that. Good example.
That's why you hit 200, huh?
Well,
Keep you out of that running.
1, 2, count 2.
Well, you know, Uke, if Vanna has good taste, you know she's less filling that.
yeah.
Please,
Yeah, I'm very familiar with that.
will you two stop?
You know, that's like kind of like talking to the third base coach before you lay down the bunt, Euchre.
You're familiar with that?
And again, in your case, you got to make contact with the ball.
Yeah, most of my third base conversations came from the dugout.
Well, you know, when money's involved, there ain't no friend, Uke.
You would know about that, wouldn't you, big boy?
Definitely.
Well, guys, hey, look, it's really been nice being up here with you. I told you earlier.
Bailing out already?
Yeah, I'm bailing out, man. I'm here to see Vanna. She's someplace in this arena looking for me, and we missed connections when I came in here to the announce booth. Vanna, if you're listening here on closed circuit, I'm on my way, darling. Hang on wherever you are, and security, please be careful with her. Vanna, I'm on my way.
Uke, are you after her vowels?
No. Just a letter here and there.
Okay.
Well, I'll see you guys.
Duke bailing out of the broadcast position. Heading, going out to try to find Vanna. 2.
You know what the funny thing is, Gorilla? I know right where she's at, but I just can't say my good enough over the air.
Oh, come on. Well, she didn't deny that article that was in the Insider.
Well, neither did I.
No, I guess not. This one has gone a long time, Jess. I don't have a clue how much time is elapsed, but it's got to be well past 10 minutes already.
I bet you on these guys' bodies it feels like 45 minutes right now. Tell me, Gorilla, what was your biggest weight you wrestled at? 440. The heck did you eat when you
Super
weighed
heavyweight.
440?
Just about everything.
I know you were on a seafood diet, right? You ate everything you saw. You know, this match could end up who's got the most endurance in 5 minutes. Neither one of them's going to have anything left.
I'm afraid I have to agree with you, Jess. Although when I was at my heaviest at 440, I could go an hour out there. This match has gone longer than I expected it to go, Jess.
Really?
Absolutely. I expected they would come out here and in the first couple of minutes let it all hang out and see what happens.
As old Yogi says, Gorilla, it ain't over till it's over.
That's right.
And there ain't no point system in the pros.
Absolutely not.
I can't even hear you, Gorilla, hardly.
That may be a blessing in disguise.
That could be.
For me. Great.
He's biting him, Gorilla.
Could you tell that from this vantage point?
You're darn right I could. I don't have Coke bottle glasses on.
Oh.
I got 20/20 hearing. Clean out your ears.
Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to understand you.
Well, that's a cheap shot, Gorilla.
I thought it was rather exciting and rather innovative. Get his attention right away. Make him burn up some more energy.
I don't think I'd want this guy's attention.
Mr. Moves.
I would have left him daydreaming.
Think so?
Hey,
He's been there before. He knows what it's all about. You're not going to psych him out either, Jess.
he's as dirty as they get, Gorilla.
I don't think that's the case at all. But nevertheless, Jess, you don't settle anything out there in the middle of a match. You know that, and I know that. It's an unwritten law in the world of professional wrestling. You got problems, you settle them outside the ring, not inside.
Yeah,
Right.
but Gorilla, remember something. Laws are made to be broken. That's another Jesse Robert.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm here to hear that.
You know, the wolf climbing the hill is always hungrier than the one that's on top.
Even after you double-cross somebody.
For all the more reason.
Great. Everything is history up till now. This is a happening. Seemed to soften him up a little bit with that last
3.
one, though. He might have caught him on the bridge of the nose. You know what kind of pain that can generate.
5.
Now, how could you tell?
I can tell from my vantage point.
With those Coke Bible glasses you wear, you could tell.
Yes.
You know, I always say that sometimes the little things are the devastating things. A good old thumb to the eye.
Disgusting type move.
Can you blame him?
No.
That's skill wrestling, Gorilla.
That's cheap.
It's skill. It ain't cheap, Gorilla, unless you get caught.
Shouldn't get caught. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, those are your rules, Jeff.
That's the American way, the American rules.
Well, it just makes me glad I retired, Jeff.
Makes me glad you're retired, too.
1.
Well, a lot of guys are glad when I retired.
2.
You can't win fair, cheat.
Yeah, that's your motto. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
You know, Gorilla, that's how all the great fortunes were made.
I think so.
Certainly. Same thing goes at the blackjack table. Cheat.
This is unfair. This is not right.
Oh, this is unfair, but earlier, that was all fair, right, Gorilla?
Count
You're
2.
cool with that. Oh, that's right. You didn't see any of that. You were too busy stuffing another hot dog down.
I was busy trying to digest some of the verbiage that you've been laying on me.
Did you ever eat one of Chico's enchiladas, Gorilla? Oh. You're not normal for a week.
Well, I like that kind of food, Jess, but it doesn't like me.
You know, let me ask you something, Gorilla. You look like you ate a whole pumpkin pie.
You stop.
I can't believe
You're
it.
just jealous because you didn't get it.
Whipped cream and all out there now.
I'm surprised at the lack of output.
Well, maybe they, I don't know.
Are they in awe?
Could be.
Happened to me in Madison Square Garden, I'll tell you that.
From what I heard, it happened on more than one occasion.
The word submit is not in their vocabulary.
Gorilla, you can beat anybody with a submission hold if you get it on right. I don't care who you are. Come on, you ought to know that.
I know the determination.
Hey, you can have all the determination you want.
Ever heard the story of David and Goliath?
Yeah, he used a foreign object, too.
Well,
Come on, Gorilla, quit playing such favorites. Announcing.
if the shoe fits, put it on. That's what I say.
I'm starting, you know, I used to like broadcasting with you. You're getting worse than McMahon.
I am.
You know, the guy's got $1 million body and a 10-cent brain.
Why don't you tell him that face to face?
I don't have to. I'm way up here with you, Gorilla.
Sorry to hear that. You're safe here, right? You like to be in broadcast position, as opposed to being down there in the ring.
What are you talking about? I've been out 2 years. I could go down there right now.
I'd buy a ticket to see it. Right. Let's be realistic. You're out there in Hollywood. I'm all over the country.
Gorilla, I have eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh, stooges, you mean?
Stooges? Don't ask me, Gorilla.
Right. Well, you traveled all over the world.
That I have.
Your heyday? I'm sure you were
What is this in my heyday stuff?
Well, I'm going way back now, just to when you were with the SEALs.
It was only about 5 years ago, I think.
5 years ago. Break. You had the gold around your waist, Jess. You know what it's like.
I like it because you know me, Gorilla. I've always been one to enjoy colorful matches.
You just get in there with whoever it is.
I used to.
Yeah, you used to complain a lot. I remember that.
And I also got a lot of experience in tag team wrestling.
I know that.
The honky-tonk man, he held the title longer than anybody.
Claimed to be the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Well, you know, if you count just strictly time duration.
Held it longer than Pat Patterson.
Pat Patterson.
There's a name out of the past.
No kid, what a relic he was.
Well, at least it gives something away to the fans. I remember you never threw any of those earrings of yours out.
Monsoon, my earrings are covered with diamonds and stones. What do you think?
Oh,
1, 2,
Throw out $5,000
count 2.
pair of earrings to some idiot?
highly unlikely.
Yeah, you got that
No,
right.
not that you would throw them out, but they cost $5,000. best to be over in a second here if you do that.
That's right. You lay a hand on a referee, it's bell time.
I seem to remember you doing that several times during your career.
Never on a referee that didn't have it coming.
Look out. We'll be lucky if the ring stays together.
You better step into that ring and you better be prepared to go because you can bet your opponent is.
Absolutely. Pull out all the stops. 1, 2.
Gorilla?
Sure, Wild Red Berry.
Wild Red Berry.
Yeah, he's since passed away.
There's a name out of the past, definitely.
There's the brain. You see the chest?
The brain's always there with one of his men wrestling, Gorilla.
The anxious to see.
Brain has too much invested.
Well, I'll be anxious to get back in the locker room when this is over and have a few words back there and see what's going on now with the heated family. He's not too happy.
Bobby the Brain's got a lot on his mind, Gorilla.
1. Obviously, you wouldn't know. You never had a manager.
I had a manager in '81, Classy Freddie Blassie.
Yeah, he took your career right down the toilet.
Hey, Heenan's a pretty tough guy. If you were to go against him, I'd bet on Heenan any days.
I'll hold it.
You'll hold the money, you be flat on your back.
1.
Call him the Brain.
The Weasel.
2, 3,
Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, 4.
1.
Sure you're aware of that.
Yeah, by people like you, it's his nickname.
1,
You know, Monsoon, you ought to quit knocking Bobby Heenan.
3,
He's just proving why he's the head of the Heenan family.
5,
Well, that's your opinion and you're entitled to it.
6.
Why is it everyone likes to beat up poor Jimmy?
Because he's a pain.
1,
No, it's because he's small and there's bullies. Everywhere you
3.
find them.
He sticks his nose where it don't belong a lot of times. You know what he did to
Melding of the
Hart
minds
Foundation?
out there. What he did to the Hearts was totally legal. He owned a portion of their contract. If he wanted to give it to the Rougeaus, why not? It's America.
Sure.
Especially now, because the Rougeaus are American boys.
Well, no, that's
Hey, wait a minute, Gorilla. Wait a minute now. Didn't your parents come from some foreign country? Well, they're no different than you.
The Rougeaus were not born here.
So in other words, Gorilla, as far as you're concerned, tear down the Statue of Liberty?
Great. Say that.
But if anybody can bring him around, it's the man outside the mouth.
Or desert him or sell him down the river.
The mouth with the megaphone.
He certainly has a reputation.
He told me that the reason he brings the megaphone down now is because he says your play-by-play comments are not up to par when his men wrestle, so he likes to handle them.
Yeah, you wish. I don't trust this guy as far as I can throw him across the street.
2,
He is a henchman, a stooge.
You know what I love, though, Gorilla? You can come up with all those derogatory adjectives sitting up here because you're 200 yards away from it. Brilliant.
He's a sneak and a snake.
Sneak and a snake, but a smart one, right?
Don't forget, the six, the colonel.
Wait a minute, Gorilla.
Did you ever see them at ringside when they didn't get involved? Give me a break.
They are there strictly as managers.
sure.
They don't have tights on. I can't believe what a paranoid guy you are.
I've been around too long, that's why I'm paranoid.
And with Mr. Fuji.
Nothing Fuji does would surprise me, Jess.
Would you buy a car from Fuji?
Absolutely not. Or anything else for that matter.
If he can help us anyways, traditional.
Ceremonial salt.
1.
It's nice to still see tradition in this day and age,
There
Gorilla.
aren't too many evil spirits he has to chase away from here, Jess.
You're one.
Break.
You gotta remember, Fuji hasn't wrestled in years.
Neither of you.
That's right.
Neither have I.
You many years. Us just years. You many years. You decades. Wrestling to win. Then if we're helping you, you go to a man's eyes, you're going to stop him.
Do whatever you have to do, Jess, at this particular point in time.
Oh, it's okay as long as you like them, huh,
No,
Gorilla?
I didn't say that. I think for everybody involved here, you pull out all the stops, Jess.
That's what I said earlier, Gorilla. I said it's not how you play the game, it's whether you win or lose.
Wow.
And you got all over my case about that.
I didn't say that. I only
argue with you.
1, 2. One, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I gotta take a walk out of here.
What do you mean you take a walk?
5.
Where you going? You can't go. You can't
1.
go back in the locker. You're the commentator.
Hey,
2.
I don't care.
The body
1.
throwing his headset down here
2.
on the table. Just walked out of here. I can't believe
3.
it. I thought he was
4.
kidding. He's now turning around. He's 3
5.
quarters away back to the locker room. I can't believe it. Jesse just walked out of here. Maybe he'll be back. Only time will tell. Never know what the Bob is going to do. Both men here wanting to win in the worst way. These guys can both do it all as far as the moves and counter moves in professional wrestling. Once in a while I take a look back towards the dressing room and don't see Jesse. Is back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It was very unprofessional of you, Justin, to storm out of here.
I'm a professional, Monsoon. They're paying me big money to be here. I'll learn it, and don't you give me no hard time. I've had enough for now.
Well, perhaps the body's going to stay with us, perhaps
1,
he's not.
2, count 2.
Wow. Vicious maneuver, Gorilla Monsoon.
That'll take all the starch out of you, and in a hurry. Given the opportunity, should he slap it on you and complete the maneuver, forget about it. I never saw you do anything like that, Jess.
2.
I was more of a power wrestler,
Yes,
Gorilla.
I remember that.
Hey, I never saw you do none of that either.
Not at 400.
But then again, at your age, Gorilla, I never saw you at all.
Boy, he is extremely confident, Jess. He thinks he's got it all together. He thinks he has the ability.
Well, I won't argue with you on that, Gino Monsoon. He is something to see. Like I said, he's not just another pretty face.
But we're looking at the guy who's got determination. He's got that, what we talked about earlier on, intestinal fortitude. And in my opinion, got the conditioning that's needed. Was his forte. He slaps that on you, nails you away, forget about it.
That's right, and I love it when he gets a chance to use that.
But he certainly did the job.
Definitely did.
Right on the back of the head. Right in the external occipital protuberance area. That'll knock you out to the middle of next week.
A what? Can you repeat that again, Gorilla?
What is that?
What you said there when he got hit.
That little bump on the back of your head.
Ah, okay. Back of the head for all you normal people out there. He's got to do this on his own.
You know, I've always known you over the years in your career, Jess, as always being controversial, and you certainly created more controversy when you reached down and grabbed the bar when it had 712 pounds on it.
Well, what happened there? Let me explain that quick, Gorilla. I only put 2 pounds of finger pressure on that, so he still did 710.
How can you possibly know how many pounds?
When you've been lifting as long as I have, Gorilla, you know exactly how much. I just put my 2 little fingies.
Give me a break.
2 pounds, so he still did 710. There's nothing illegal about that.
I didn't say there was.
I didn't say you did. I'm just explaining to the
Excuse me.
You know, the one thing that's an advantage for a champion is this. You gotta beat the champ. You know, you gotta pin the champ or make him submit. That's the only way you can get a title.
Always said, Jess, over the years that once you're the champion, to hold on because of those particular rules.
But it has to be that way, because if it wasn't, you could get a biased referee who could do a bad disqualification call, which could change the title, and I disagree with that.
I agree with that disagreement.
We're starting to get along halfway through this program.
Championship committee decides. I know. You're on the.
Oh yeah, I'm the silent majority.
You're the silent majority.
But I'm never too silent, Gorilla.
That's obvious.
I used to head, you know, the immoral minority.
Yeah, I know. Got a nasty background.
Back when I was with classy Freddie Blassie.
Blassie got a lot of class, but it's all low.
Hey, don't say that about Freddie.
Great. Got the experience, the stamina, and a tremendous, fierce competitor.
Looks like he needs a haircut to me.
You could use a little bit of a haircut yourself.
Hey,
Wow.
you can't grow
I love
grass.
you,
You
Jess.
can't grow grass on a busy street.
I guess not. Here comes our other colleague, Gene Okerlund. Gene, sit down. Welcome.
Let me see if I can get a response out of Gene Okerlund. Gene Okerlund, do you feel this is fair?
Well, Jesse, in my opinion, what's fair is fair.
Yeah.
I told him.
The answer I expected from you.
Don't pound a good thing into the ground.
Look out.
I tell it like it is, Okerlund.
Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse Ventura, both of you, of course, being ring veterans. I know you're going to have to concur with me, but I say this is perhaps one of the greatest spectaculars of all time.
You can feel the electricity in the air.
As I said earlier, you can cut it with a knife.
Well, they're both right for the pickets right now, Jess.
Definitely, whoever can come up with a quick curve, a small package, a sunset flip, I think they'll get the 3 count right now.
2.
Oh yeah, he's on Rubber Leg Street now, Gorilla.
Everybody pulling out all the stops here as the world is watching. 1, 2.
So am I.
Glad I retired, or you're retired?
No,
too?
I'm glad that you retired.
Great. Well, so much for that.
So much for what?
Threw away a big chance there.
Well, I gotta agree with you, but sometimes you make decisions, man. I mean, you don't have time to think about it, Gorilla. You just gotta go with what you think's happening, your instinct.
Yes, when you nail somebody with your move, with your patented hold that puts the lights out that nobody gets up from, why not cover them?
Well, how would you know about anything like that? You never had no hold like that. You did.
And lucky for you, you were never the recipient of a big splash. You wouldn't have any career outside of the squared circle, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but I'd have to be 72 years old. Then
You're rapidly approaching that plateau anyway.
well, even the best make mistakes, Gorilla.
I guess so. However, if you make a mistake in this league, it'll cost you the match.
That's true. That's very true. Sometimes I agree with you, Gorilla. Not often. Not often, but sometimes. Hey, this is like a cat and mouse game right here. This is just cat and mouse. I love it, Gorilla. Look at this. Tactics being used, psych out being used. This is what it's all about.
You know, all those kip-ups and cartwheels and stuff don't win matches for you.
No, they don't, but, you know, it's fun to watch, Gorilla. Ought to be especially fun for you. I know you can't do any of those moves. Never would. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You expect me to believe that for a minute?
Yeah.
But no matter how powerful you Everybody has a weakness to the eyes.
Absolutely. Probably learned that from you, Jeff. Some of your old film.
1. If it works, do it.
3.
Close only counts.
Pinfall. 1, 2.